Afternoon, everybody.
Norman?
Hey, what's happening, Norm?
It's a dog-eat-dog world, Sammy, and I'm wearing milk-bone underwear.
Rest in peace to one of the greatest comedic characters in television history, Norm Peterson, also known as George Wendt. Anthology on the bad, short-lived, and forgotten shows and events in TV history. You are listening to It Was a Thing on TV.
Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Episode 560.
What the hell was that?
I meant to hit my mute button, not my beep button. Sorry.
I might as well keep it because that's funny. Episode 60, submission 2621.
Episode 60?
I said 560.
I didn't hear the 5 on my end.
All right, episode 560. I'll keep that in too. Submission 2621. Every guest star on Hotel. That's right. Every guest star on all 5 seasons of Hotel. Covering 2 intros. Yes, we're covering it all today on It Was a Thing on TV because it's my birthday episode, damn it. Hey, Mike, who's here for my birthday episode?
We specifically invited him back for this episode because we thought he has to be here to enjoy this. Aaron Sika is back with us. It's always good to see him.
Good to see you guys as well. Always happy to be here.
Now, I need to describe Hotel for you youngins that don't know what it was all about. Okay. Hotel was based on a 1965 novel by Arthur Haley, which was inspired by a feature film in 1967. And then it was adapted to television by Aaron Spelling, who, of course, had a lot of hits on ABC with The Love Boat and Dynasty. But he made one change to the TV show from the book and the movie. It was set in San Francisco because I'm guessing because it's in California, they wanted to make everyone think, okay, it's California. So San Francisco, okay, that's good enough. Although Chico says, well, they don't go outside that much because it's a hotel. And I'm like, yeah, that is true. It is a hotel, so.
I mean, why would you go outside when all of the action takes place in and around the St. Gregory's? The name of the hotel is the St. Gregory's.
Yes. That's probably why I picked it too, because it's St. Gregory.
The light bulb just came on about that.
I wonder if Pope Leo is a big fan of St. Gregory.
No, we all know that Pope Leo, he's a big White Sox fan. Did you see today's game? They played an early game against the Cubs, since this is rivalry. Apparently, I'm Elma Fudd. So it's rivalry weekend, and the Cubs were playing the Sox. I'm guessing this may be the first home game for the Cubs since Pope Leo got chosen. But there were, I think, like 5 or 6 people dressed as the Pope with the big hat, and on the big hat was a Sox logo. I mean, it's so blasphemous, but it's a great way to tribute our new Pope.
And best of all, Mike, you'll be happy to know I got the Pope Leo leaf metal deep dish card. I ordered it.
Wait, you got it already?
No, I didn't, but I told you I pre-ordered it, so it's on the way.
Right. And the one card I wish you would have gotten as well is the Pope Leo card with the Chicago Dogs in the background. Who doesn't love Chicago Dogs? I love Chicago Dogs. The celery powder and the pickle. Oh, that's good. Don't put ketchup on it, though. Oh, no. You'll be excommunicated for that.
Hashtag no ketchup. Just ask the Chicago Dogs.
They are 4-1 since Pope Leo was.
Wait, the White Sox?
Yeah.
It's a miracle.
Hey,
it's a papal miracle.
Better them than the Colorado Rockies, am I right?
Yes.
Oh, more about them later, Greg.
Oh, we got a new bit we have to bring in this show. If you love the Joey Gallo updates in 2023 and 2024, you're going to love what we have. Refer back to the cold open in the previous episode. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. We got to talk about Hotel, damn it. So, Chico, we got James Brolin. He's running the hotel. We got Ann Baxter in the hotel. Victoria Cabot. And who else do we got in the hotel, Chico?
I'm pulling up the Wikipedia now. Sorry.
Are you talking about regular cast members?
Yeah, I was going to
Heidi Bohey,
Heidi Bohey,
Nathan Cook,
Nathan Cook, Mrs. John Tesh, Connie Selica.
who will be making those round ball rock dollars fall on NBC.
She plays Christine Francis, who is the assistant general manager of the hotel.
Yes, of the St. Gregory's. So, the whole big hook, like on the Love Boat, was for the viewer. Which stars are going to be in the hotel this week? Mike, if you saw the guest list on Hotel on TV Guide, you'd get excited, right?
You're talking to the guy who gets excited watching the openings to The Streets of San Francisco and Cannon and Barnaby Jones. I'm all about the guest stars.
Yeah. So let's do this. We got two openings. They had two different openings. They had one for the earlier seasons and one for the later seasons. So we want to thank the YouTube user Know Your Limitations, because he painstakingly went through every episode of Hotel and made this custom intro with every guest star on Hotel, which made me think we got to talk about this on the podcast. So,
You know what's true about Know Your Limitations? He didn't know his limitations when he did this.
let's play this. And we will pause when we get to guest stars. If there's like something we want to talk about on guest star, but this video is like 26 minutes long. But oh, look at that. Look at all these shots, guys. This makes me really want to visit San Francisco. Arthur Haley's Hotel. Starring James Brolin.
And his amazing beard.
Yes. Connie Selica.
And her amazing beard.
Shay Farrell.
But enough about John Tesh.
Nathan Cook. Michael Spound. Heidi Bohey.
Michael Spound's amazing beard.
Sherry Belafonte Harper. Ann Baxter as Mrs. Cabot. And starring Betty Davis as Mrs. Trent. I gotta appreciate that they also included Betty Davis from the pilot of this custom intro.
Hey, Betty Davis had cards in Americana. Not regular cards. She had material cards. And actually, I've got one of her and Marilyn Monroe in my collection.
Oh, man. Well, you know she's a spy if someone's got Betty Davis's eyes.
Thank you, Kim Carnes.
Okay. Guest stars in alphabetical order. Deborah Adair. Oh, I miss Sheriff Lobo. Claude Aiken. Mike, do you miss Sheriff Lobo?
Who doesn't miss Sheriff Lobo? Also, primarily for Greg and Chico, notice on the revised submission list, I did keep both BJ and the Bear and This Adventures of Sheriff Lobo.
Oh, we definitely got to talk about BJ and the Bear and Sheriff Lobo at some point. Because I miss Sheriff Lobo.
I miss
Right.
Sheriff Lobo.
Right. Anna Alicia from Falcon Crest. Jane Meadows Allen. And of course, Steve Allen.
Those glasses, though.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Steve Allen's glasses. Top notch.
You know, during breaks of recording that episode, he probably wrote about 4 songs.
Oh, totally.
Our invention exchange is the Steve-O-Meter.
No relation to Steve Reeves.
Right. Well, Steve Allen, as you know, is the author of over 300 books and short stories.
Over 4,000 pop songs.
The board game Blow Your Own Horn.
Yeah, there's so many things that Steve Allen has thought of. That's why we came up with the Steve-O-Meter.
There is the world that is known, there is the unknown, and there is what Steve knows.
Right, exactly. So what you do is if you thought of a new idea, you run the Steve-O-Meter over it, and if it buzzes, well, Steve's already thought of it. What have you got for us here, Crow?
Okay. It's an extremely simple and economical desalinization process for seawater.
Oh, okay. Let's run the Steve-O-Meter over it. Oh, no, he's thought of it already.
Well, how about this, Joel? A series of novels about me and Jane Meadows solving murders together.
Let's run this over. Oh, I'm sorry.
How does it do that?
Well, here's my invention, my idea. It's the Steve-O-Meter. I'll just run the Steve-O-Meter over the Steve-O-Meter and... Oh, no, he's thought of that, too. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. He's everywhere.
The recently departed Denise Alexander.
Yes. Melissa Sue Anderson. Oh, Patty Duke Aston and Mackenzie Aston. This looks like they're taking a family photo at Sears.
Yeah, it looks like an Olin Mills photo. That's exactly what I was going to say. That's the place you got your family photos done back in the 80s. Go to Olin Mills.
You have the picture, and then you have like the headshot on the top right.
Yeah.
Of the picture.
Yep.
I still have mine.
Oh, gosh.
Leah Ayres.
Fake ass
Fake
Marsha.
Lou Ayres.
Fake ass Marsha.
Barbara Babcock. Vincent Baguetta.
We're going to be dead. We haven't even gotten out of the bees.
Chico, do you want to say it?
He was 45 and single. Gee, I wonder why in retrospect. Scott Baio.
No, he loves Chachi. No, he loves
He
Jody.
loves Chachi. That's the new version.
That's staying in. That's staying in.
Everything's staying in. Mostly everything's staying in. Because I'm editing this. Fuck it. I don't care.
Okay, don't drop the lead. We're talking about multiple Oscar winner from Zapped, Scott Baio. If you remember that Onion headline that we posted like 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, on the old hell site account. Remember
I don't
that
remember, but it was one of our spoilers
I don't want to remember.
It was one of our old spoilers without context where, yeah, it is the Onion headline, Zap like sweeps Academy Awards or something.
Remember somebody thought that was real?
Oh,
Yes!
This is when you know you lost that particular site.
Back when the Onion was much funnier.
Oh, yeah. Let's continue. Oh!
Ah!
Alec Baldwin was in everything in the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s.
Well, remember, back in the, 83, but I think before he got on Knots Landing, he would bounce from show to show in guest spots, right?
Right, and he had one regular role that I can recall. Cutter to Houston with him and Shelley Hack. And there was a third guy, I can't remember his name. But they were all doctors. Well, Shelley Hack was a nurse.
I will say, I know I will always say Diana Mulder had the best step scene in the history of television. But like Baldwin falling over the freaking roof. Where Julie Harris cuts a scathing promo on his ass. It's the second greatest death scene ever in television.
Listen to the end of Star Wars that we just released if you want to hear that. I'm not going to put it in. I don't want Greg to put it in because it's like a 2-minute clip. It was tough to cut it down. It isn't like Diana Muldaur falling down the elevator shaft for like 10 seconds. It was like legit like a minute and a half in its short form. And of course it ended with the Mario death because, well, that's what Greg wanted.
Yes. Those scenes, Chico, in season 7 of Kathy, holy shit.
The billboard scene where he fell to his... Was it him who fell to his death? Or was it...
Yeah, he fell to
We
his death.
just talked about it. Come on. Goldfish brain.
Yeah, but you didn't bring up the billboard. I'm wondering if it was the same scene. I think it was.
That's why he wanted to throw her over the cliff, was because he was pissed at her because he took his show away. Cliff, roof, whatever, same thing. You get the idea.
Yeah. Televangelists don't like having their show taken away in the 80s.
Listen, I'm just going to refer to Joshua Rush, as I always say, by his proper name. The Black Lodge version of Jack Donaghy. Okay, now let's continue. Adrian Barbeau, Priscilla Barnes, Doug Barr, Bonnie Bartlett, Jamie Lynn Bauer, Barbara Bexley, John Beck, Polly Bergen, Shelley Berman, Theodore Michael, Tony Bill, Susan Blakely, Lloyd Bochner,
Danielle Brisbois. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. There is life after Archie Bunker's Place. Good heavens.
Well, hold on a second, Mike. She played Greg Sumner's daughter in season 5 of Knots Landing.
It always goes back to Knots Landing with you the last month or so.
Am I the only one who recognizes her as the member of the New Radicals who isn't Greg Alexander?
No?
Thank you.
Morgan Brittany, Paul Burke, with the ABC Circle 7 microphone below him.
That's the KGO logo right there.
That's right. Dean Butler with a sweet ass stash. Oh, Joseph Campanella.
Now I almost regret Kiesel not being here.
Catherine Cannon. Diana Canova.
She's a big girl now.
He's got
Mike.
a big hairstyle now, too. apparently.
Big fro
she
now.
does. Oh, man. That's a sweet ass fro she's got there. Karen Carlson. Peggy Cass.
She's going to interrogate somebody. She's bringing To Tell the Truth to Hotel. She's interrogating somebody's ass. Speaking of interrogating somebody's ass,
Oh, Dick Cavett.
he's going to interrogate with a certain sense of charm and style.
He is. Lonnie Chapman. Bill, what the hell?
Good luck. Good luck, Greg. You're on your own.
Philip Coco.
Cocciolletti.
Cocciolletti. Okay, Cocciolletti.
Something like that.
Something like that. Gary Collins.
He's going to interrogate somebody.
Will it be Dee Dee Khan?
Yeah, he's going to ask her, why'd you play Go so many weeks?
Michael Constantine.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my gosh. Okay, first off, we gotta say who it is because of all the reactions. It's Bert Convey. I'm taken aback a little bit because Greg and Chico know this. About, what was last week? Like about 9 days ago, Hallmark Mystery Channel aired a second season episode of Murder, She Wrote, and Bert Convey was the victim in that episode. And I don't remember how it was brought to our attention. If we just, we stumbled upon it somehow. But the number of guest stars in this episode of Murder, She Wrote is like overwhelming because you had Bert Convey as the victim, who was a sort of Hugh Hefner type of publisher, maybe closer to like Larry Flint, did those types of magazines. And his personal assistant was Alex Rocco. And then somebody he made a business deal with that went sour was played by Robert Stack.
That's an ultimate who are three people who have never been in my kitchen.
And for the record, none of those people murdered Bert Convey.
Oh, I was thinking probably Alex Rocco definitely murdered Bert Convey because probably told him, "You'll never make it, Bert. Why don't you just give up right now?"
Would have been great if B. Arthur guested on that episode and was the murderer, but no. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Alex Cord, Chico.
Yes. with no eye patch.
No eye patch. Lydia Cornell, who, Mike, I'm going to say, not a bimbo.
No, she's not. She's class. I shouldn't say she's the class from Too Close for Comfort, because Deborah Van Valkenburg, she's class too. But no, Lydia Cornell is an absolute sweetheart. Plus, also, going back to Bert Convey, I'm just wondering, for his room that he was staying at, did he hold the super password to getting into the room?
Go to your room and think about what you've done, Mike.
He blabbed to security and ground it to a halt.
No, he probably looked at the password and said, 8427.
Mr. Convey, the manager, would like to see you now.
Kathy Lee Crosby.
That's incredible. Oh, jeez. You go to your room now.
Oh, hold on a second. Hide all the guns. Mary Crosby's at the hotel.
Oh, my gosh.
Scatman Crubbers. Patricia Crowley. Belinda Kalea. Oh, Abby Dalton. She took a break from Falcon Crest to be here at the hotel.
Oh, she looks like a rich socialite there.
How's that a change?
Chico, you take this name.
Cesare Danova.
Cesare Danova.
Or probably Caesar Denova or something like that.
Something like that. Kim Dorby.
Just to note why they are all laughing, it's John Davidson.
I was hoping we'd all get it in all at once.
He's going to be checking into the hotel for a very long time. Oh my gosh.
But keep staying.
Wonder who the secret square in the hotel's going to be.
I'll take Heidi Bohey to block.
Is his roommate the girl with something extra?
It's not that incredible, guys.
Phyllis Davis. Bruce Davison. Rosemary DeCamp. Robert Desiderio. Bradford Dillman. Hey, a Quinn Morton favorite.
He's a Quinn. Exactly. I was just going to say that.
Oh, Eleanor Donahue.
Oh, and Eleanor Donahue's great.
And then, oh man, she's giving it all. She's got nothing. She's doing.
Oh, I want to go back to Eleanor Donahue because she's just so good in everything she did.
Yeah, let me go back here. I'm sorry, Scotty, but
the mom on Get a Life. I mean, that's where I know her best. I know she did Father Knows Best, but also she was either Oscar or Felix's boyfriend on The Odd Couple. I think it was Felix, because Oscar, how the hell would he get a girlfriend?
Okay, here we go. Howard Duff, who played Paul Galveston in Knots Landing, who was the bastard father of Craig Sumner. Yes. So let's see. What do we had the Knots Landing count? It's like 4, I think, for keeping score. You can play a game at home, kids. You can just do whatever you want. Julia Duffy.
She signed cards in the Cheers Rittenhouse set.
That's right. So that's 1 for the Cheers Rittenhouse set. Herbert Edelman.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, it's Tarzan.
I got it.
He's going to face the music when he checks out.
Oh,
What are we talking about, guys?
We were talking about Ron Healy.
Yes. Nanette Fabre. You're gorgeous. Morgan Fairchild.
Tommy Flanagan's wife. Yeah, that's the ticket.
Stephanie Farsi. Jose Ferrer. Mel Ferrer. Gail Fisher. Steve Forrest. Oh.
William Riker.
He's got a signed card in the Cheers set, so there's 2.
Oh, yeah. Jonathan Frakes. Say it, Chico.
Mr. Worf, fire.
It's a fact. But then, here's the best part. After Jonathan Frakes, in the alphabetical order, is his wife, Jeannie Francis.
Nice.
That's a great coincidence.
Yeah. Of course, Laura, of course. And then we got Charles Frank, Gary Frank, Mary Fran, Mike.
Oh, another person from Newhart.
Yep. Ava Gabor, Boyd Gaines, Don Galloway, Teresa Ganzel.
Another delight.
This would have been about the time she started doing the Art Fern Tea Time movie on Carson.
Yeah.
Well, she would have started after Carol Wayne passed, so that would have been like 85, no later than 86, I'm sure.
Beverly Garland. Oh, we got Luke now. Anthony Gary, who I did not realize was the mad scientist in UHF.
You don't know that?
Didn't know that. I didn't realize, oh, that's Luke.
I'm surprised you didn't know that.
Well, look at him. He looks nothing like Luke Spencer.
Well, this is 5 years before UHF. He had time to grow a beard.
Oh, yeah. Not quite as good as James Brolin's beard on this show, but Jack Gilford.
One of the great character actors.
Yep. Hey, guys. Isn't it just our luck?
Oh, jeez. Oh, my gosh.
Richard Gilliland.
Well, we didn't see TK Carter, though.
No, he wasn't on Hotel. I'm sorry to say. That could have been perfect crossover with Just Our Luck. Hermione Gilgold. Michael Goodwin. Stuart Granger. Karen Grassley. Andy Griffith.
Tar Heel in the house.
I can't whistle. I can't do the theme, guys.
May I?
Okay, do it.
Oh, jeez, I suck. Never mind.
Scott Grimes.
Nothing is easy for him.
Well, you know what? Young Scott Grimes here on Hotel looks like the most Steve Smith.
He sing, though.
He really looks like a real life Steve Smith.
Without the glasses.
Ironically, without the glasses, yes. You know what? This feels like maybe they're going to do a Wheels in the Leg Man episode of Hotel.
Wheels in the Leg Man! I was hoping you're going to say they're going to look for the Golden Dookie.
Oh, they probably could. David Groh. Figure you take this one.
Harry Guardino.
Albert Haig. Deidre Hall. Dorian Harewood. Marilyn Hassett. Oh, Richard Hatch. He took a break from Battlestar Galactica fighting the Cylons to be here.
I was going to say, I'm glad that he put some clothes on before he went to Survivor. Different than Richard Hatch, though.
Yeah. Oh, David Hedison. We talked about many times. What was that?
Benson Pilot.
Yeah. Pamela Hensley. Morton Hewitt. John Eric Hexum, R.I.P.
Oh my gosh. That must be from a real early episode of Hotel because he would have gone about 84. Wow.
Yeah. But, here we go. Robert Hooks. We've talked about many times. And I have that Star Trek Rittenhouse card of his from Star Trek 3. Bo Hopkins. James Houghton from Knots Landing, who played Kenny in the first 4 seasons. And I didn't realize, remember back in the Colbys where Kiesla was talking about Cash Cassidy, and I said what a stupid fucking name that was?
Yes.
He played Cash Cassidy on the Colbys.
Right?
So I did. Kenny from Knots Landing played Cash Cassidy. That's so.
Married to the wannabe pop star, Kim
Ginger.
Langford.
Yeah,
Ginger.
Kim Langford's character, Ginger. Ken Howard, the White Shadow. Barnard Hughes. Is he going to have some magic?
Oh, jeez.
Engelbert Humperdinck.
He's an all right singer. Not as good as Scott Grimes, though.
No. Dawn Jeffrey. Ann Jeffries. Oh.
What?
They're just involving everybody from Glitter now. Artie Johnson from Lappin with some really badass Wayfarers, it looks like.
I really would have never expected Artie Johnson to be on Hotel.
No.
I got a response to that, though. Very interesting, but stupid.
Laura Johnson. Michelle Johnson. Oh, Shirley Jones. Louis Jordan. Elaine Joyce.
What's the deal with the glasses? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I can't get past. Wait, no. I'm sorry, I cannot get past the glasses.
I think they're attractive.
I think they look dorky in a 80ish type of way.
Oh no, I think those are pretty hot.
I disagree, but your mileage may vary on that.
Well, that's your prerogative. Steve Canale. Diane Kay. Karen Kay. Lainey Kazan. Stephen Keats. Sally Kellerman. Ken Kercheval from Dallas. Lance Kerwin. Richard Kiley. Richard Klein. Larry Dallas. Mike, do you have a comment here?
No, I don't actually.
Oh,
He only 2 stayed in his room because 3 would be company.
Oh gosh.
Well, 3 is also a crowd. Let's not forget. Patricia Klaus. Terrence Knox from Seen Elsewhere. Okay, Chico, you take this one.
Pete Kolenko.
Lorenzo Lamas. He took another break from Falcon Crest. Was that like 2 or 3 from Falcon Crest so far?
Anna Alicia.
Abby
Dalton. Lorenzo Lamas.
Okay, so that's 3.
And of a future version of Joe Schmo.
The Full Bounty we're going to be probably covering later this year.
Oh, good heavens.
Martin Landau.
Well, hold on. Martin Landau, last time I saw him, he was on the moon in 1999. He must be a time traveler or something.
To think he goes on to win an Oscar for Ed Wood. Hope Lang. Oh, Piper Laurie. Catherine Mortel from Twin Peaks. Carol Lawrence. Angela Lee. Ruta Lee, which means, Mike, it's time to do some high rolling.
Hold on.
Hopefully a chandelier didn't fall on her head.
Let's just say, there's the chandelier falling from above. Crash.
Say what you will. She was a trooper that day.
Mm-hmm.
Now I feel like wanting to pronounce chandeliers in the fake Long Island accent that Scarlett had in that SNL sketch. Chandeliers!
Look at all these chandeliers, right? Look at this one. Look at that one. Look at this one. Look at that one. Look, are you kidding me? If you had one of these in your house, you could look like a millionaire, like the King of England, like the King of France or something. Imagine walking in your house and seeing this one, or that one, or this one.
Kay Lenz. Charles Levin. Liberace.
Oh my gosh. Now, Liberace, I think, died in like 1987. Yeah, 87.
Yep, early 87.
So I wonder if this is just what put him over the top. He's like, I'm on a hotel. My time's up. Goodbye. And actually, kind of interesting we mentioned him because today, when we're recording this, would have been his 106th birthday.
Oh.
All right, now I gotta see when he actually did this. There's gotta be an easier way of doing this. Maybe I should go on IMDb. That might be a little bit easier.
Yeah, it should.
Hypothetically, it should. All right, let's see here. Okay, Liberace. His second to last TV appearance, at least in terms of being an actor.
Okay.
He was on in 1983, so clearly first season. And actually, season 1, episode 10, he appears as himself in The Offer.
Jerry Licht.
Yeah, we just talked about him in Bay City Blues, and also we talked about him on Valerie Hogan's Family, Valerie's Family, The Hogans, Valerie, all that stuff. Yeah, don't you remember the 6th or 7th season was called Valerie, because they just ran out of names?
Heather Locklear. What more needs to be said?
On every guy's wall back in the 80s.
She was going places.
Jeez.
Oh. Hey, Greg, you gonna see the news? Oh, sure. Gloria Loring, your ex-wife, was on Hotel. Yeah.
Can I say it?
Greg already said the name, you son of a bitch.
No. Her other name.
No. I want Alan to ask how he really feels about Gloria Loring. I want to hear him say, "Oh, I hate that bitch. She took half my money."
Okay, I don't want to be spread liable, okay?
Well, it'd actually be slander because it's spoken. And who is she going to sue? You're dead. I'm sorry.
No.
I know. I broke kayfabe there. I'm sorry. Alan, you are perfectly living. We all know that in the year 2025, she might sue you. Don't know how she's going to collect, but maybe she'll sue you.
I heard her kid's pretty loaded.
Errol Finley. Gavin McLeod.
Love Boat must have docked over in San Francisco.
Patrick McNee from the Avengers.
Are we talking about... I can't say it. Are we talking about the Diana Rigg episodes or the Linda Thorson episodes? Because to Al Bundy, there's a big difference. Peeled cheeks versus non-peeled cheeks.
Bill Macy.
And then there's Maude.
Larry Manetti. Monty Morcom. Peter Marshall, the master of the Hollywood squares. Now, hold on, guys. Now, I mentioned, last week I mentioned about Charles Nelson Riley and Julie Harris. They worked together on Broadway. They worked together with Peter Marshall in the Broadway play Skyscraper. Peter Marshall was the male lead of the play next to Julie Harris. Isn't that amazing, guys?
I'm just sort of wondering, why don't we call him the master of the All-Star Blitz?
Depends on when this episode aired.
1983. It was actually season 1, episode 2.
Oh.
Second episode.
We can't give you Hollywood Squares, but here, take an episode of Hotel instead.
This is 83. Maybe it was always one of his fantasies to be on Hotel. Oh my God. I feel so bad.
Jarrett Martin. Rob McCary.
He's in damn near everything.
He is in damn near everything.
Okay, I gotta see when Rod McCary was on. Where does this fall in the Rod McCary timeline? Oh my gosh.
Looks like he might have been on twice.
Let's see here.
Well, it's the early seasons of Hotel, so I think I know we got a big name coming up, so.
Wait, I can't... Oh, here it is. Okay. So Rod McCary and Hotel. Oh my gosh. Yeah, 2 episodes. Season 1, episode 18. So that would be 84. So that's after Just Our Luck. And then season 3, episode 23. And that would be before he appeared on Sledgehammer, where he should have won an Emmy for playing that French art dealer.
A delayed Emmy he should have won. We should make that a new category, a delayed Emmy.
And also, this is obviously like 30-some years before he played Gorgeous George.
Constance McCashin, Laura Avery, with that season 5 ass hair.
Laura Avery Sumner, Greg.
Well, yeah, I should say that. Yup. Oh, by the way, here's my update. That's Landing, okay? Now I'm on season 9 after Laura died. And the new neighbors have moved in, Chico.
Yes.
So,
Lit Moody and Larry Riley.
Yeah. So I was like wondering, what the hell is the deal with them? Because Larry Riley's like all paranoid and stuff. And I'm thinking, oh, it's probably like witness protection or something. And it turns out, yeah, that's witness protection. Like, Larry Riley goes so far to burn the negatives of Darter's school picture because he doesn't want Darter's picture getting out everywhere. Which I'm like, that is insane. What the hell?
He's a man who takes his lot in life very seriously.
Maybe the school picture ended up looking like what we saw earlier with Patty Duke Aston and Mackenzie Aston. No, I don't want to Ola Mills crap in my house. We're a better family than that, damn it.
But I gotta say, that hair from Constance McCashin is glorious. Glorious hair there.
It looks good.
Looks good. Lee McCloskey. John McCook. Patricia McCormick. Oh, Roddy McDowell. Listen, I know he was on that planet, but I can assure you there's going to be no damn dirty apes in this hotel. Wouldn't it be funny if, like, the Planet of the Apes were in the hotel?
Now, you see, the thing I remember Roddy McDowell from, gosh, this is a stupid deep dive. He's on one surviving episode of The Magnificent Marvel Machine. So now I see him going into the hotel, and there's this big 25-foot pinball machine. That's my.
I wonder if he called the female in the hotel lassies.
Oh, you know what? I had a great idea. We were doing hotel today. Dana Gould as Dr. Zaius.
Dr. Zaius, Dr. Zaius, Dr. Zaius. Ooh, Dr. Zaius.
Dr.
Rocky,
Zaius.
Dr. Zaius.
Kate McGeehan.
He shaved the thing off. He actually did it.
Second episode in a row, we're talking about Ted McGinley. Although, just to break kayfabe here, we're recording this first before Herndon and me, so.
And he shaved his mustache, thank you.
Yes.
Literally just said.
I didn't hear it. Did Ted McGinley ruin Hotel?
Obviously not the early seasons. Dorothy McGuire. John McIntyre. Dina Merrill. Oh, make sure he doesn't have any bootleg Cubs tickets, Chico, for the postseason in '84.
Art Matrano.
He might be on the run, though. If this is from '84, he might be in San Francisco trying to avoid the authorities in Chicago with those scalp tickets.
Vera Miles. Juliet Mills. Brian Mitchell, but no celery, though, Chico.
No celery, also no Stokes.
Oh, yeah. Mary Ann Mobley. Melba Moore. Oh, Erin Moran. And she's giving you this look like, hi, cutie.
Is she looking at Scott Baio like that?
You know, maybe one day we'll have to talk about how Joni loves Chachi.
Hey, did she love Joni? Hey, Chachi loved Chachi earlier. Let's say Joni loved Joni.
Ben Murphy. Timothy Patrick Murphy. Tracy Nelson. Lois Nettleton. Mike, do you have anything to say about Lois Nettleton?
I really don't.
Okay, good. Leslie Nielsen, who I don't know why he's looking like a hobo here.
Say the same thing. He looks like a hobo. That's what happens when you cancel Police Squad after 6 episodes.
Maybe he went undercover with Police Squad. You ever think of that?
I'll believe it if we see O.J. Simpson later. Well, maybe Alan North, but somebody. I need a Nordberg in my life.
Jeanette Nolan. Maddie Norman. Or Maddie Norman. Christopher Norris. Margaret O'Brien. Donald O'Connor. Patrick O'Neill. Eleanor Parker. Barbara Parkins. Okay, Chico, you take this name.
Tao Penglis. We had a representative from the old Mission Impossible. Now we have a representative from the new Mission Impossible.
Who's the representative from the old Mission Impossible?
Martin Landau, obviously.
Oh, that's right.
They were playing similar roles.
Okay, you take this one too, Chica.
Nehemiah Persoff.
Okay. Donna Pescal.
Joanna Pettit.
Yes. Oh, Michelle Phillips.
Have you gotten this far in Knots Landing yet,
Yes,
Greg?
but hold on a second. I should know she was a semi-regular on Hotel because she was working for Symbolist Jr.'s character on Hotel.
Yes, she was the concierge.
But yeah, she is the mother of Nicolette Sheridan's character and Paige Matheson. Now, hold on a second, guys. Speaking of Nicolette Sheridan, would you believe I have an amazing discovery about Nicolette Sheridan?
I want to hear this.
Yes. Mike, do you want to hear this?
I'm here for any amazing discovery.
Okay. Well, let's get ready for this.
Now, here's the host of Amazing Discoveries, Mike
Klaus.
With Greg Diener.
Now, guys, do you know who Nicolette Sheridan's stepfather was?
I only know this because you told me.
Okay. I'm going to say this. Like, who loves you, baby?
Ving Rhames?
No. Telly Savalas. Now, I should note, Nicolette Sheridan's mother met Telly Savalas on the set of On Her Majesty's Secret Service. And they fell in love, and they got married. Now, Nicolette Sheridan being cast on Knots Landing also makes a lot of sense because if you think about it, she is the daughter of Mac Mackenzie, her character. And Chico, what was Kevin Dobson on before Knots Landing?
Shannon.
Before Shannon. Kojak.
Must be a semi-regular or a guest
Yeah.
shot because
he was Crocker. Crocker.
Ah,
Yeah.
I don't remember watching Kojak as a kid, all right?
Every episode of Kojak's on Tubi now. You can watch Kojak whenever you want. Damn it.
That be true, though.
But yeah, Michelle Phillips on Knots Landing. She's such a schemer, trying to commit suicide to get Mac's attention. Oh, man. Oh, Robert Pine.
Chris Pine's daddy.
Who I also have a signed Star Trek Rittenhouse card of Robert Pine. Henry Pollock II.
What'd you say?
Henry Pollock II.
Okay, I just want to hear the double talk. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. That's when my jokes go rotten.
Han Porter. Marky Post.
Okay, this had to be before Night Court.
Yeah. Cliff Potts. Barry Primus. Christina Rains. Dak Rambo. What a name. Lynn Redgrave. Robert Reed. Now, I will never get used to Mr. Brady with a mustache. I'm sorry. That's just so alien to me. Shanna Reed. Alejandro Ray. Peter Mark Richmond. Deanna Robbins. Pernell Roberts. Trapper John N.D. Tony Roberts. Jamie Rose. Does she have the piece with her? Now,
I
Mike,
was going to say it, and you said it for me.
Now, Mike, remember for the 40th anniversary of Lady Blue, they actually marked it on Wikipedia of all things.
That was, what, 6 months ago, if even that?
No, it was recently. It was like a month or two ago.
Was it that recent? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just the backstory in case you didn't know this. Wikipedia does like a featured article of the day, and for the 40th anniversary of Lady Blue's premiere, the featured article of the day was Lady Blue. It makes no sense, but sure, whatever.
Barbara Rush. Mitchell Ryan. He did a bicentennial minute, and he was on Dormer and Greg, of course. Emma Samms, guys. Now, hold on. Remember back in the Cole piece where I said to Kisa, man, Emma Samms, she looks so good. She was like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, what? How dare you?
This was pre-Models Inc. Emma Samms, you see.
Well, obviously it's pre-Models Inc. Emma Samms.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Scott. Martha Scott. Oh, I think this is history in the making. I think this is the first ever Ted Shackelford reference on this podcast. You know what, guys? I hope at the hotel they take all the booze away because you don't want to give Gary any booze. Just take all the booze out of the hotel, guys.
I haven't had a drink in 2 years, and you don't like the way I'm acting. Well, tough. I won't be talked down to in my own house.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, are you all right?
Yeah.
He just had a couple too many. He'll be back as soon as he gets it out of his system.
No, he won't. Gary's an alcoholic.
I used to drink, but no more. Just today, I had a couple of drinks, and everybody wants to crucify me.
Gary, you're an alcoholic.
Who told you that? And you take your job and stop it.
Gary.
Get rid of all that booze. Gene Simmons. James Slim. How many Hall of Famers do you think we've had so far in this intro?
All of them.
I guarantee you we didn't see Bill Knuckles yet.
Oh, well, we're not going to see Bill Knuckles. No.
No. Shelley Smith. Jan Smithers. Tom Smothers. Tori Spelling. Gee, I wonder how she got the guest spot on this show. Her dad's the EP on this show.
He's a cute little button.
Robert Stack.
He's a cute little button.
All we're missing is Alice Rocco, and we've got that entire episode of Murder, She Wrote taken care of.
You might have to wait a bit for that. Robert Sterling. Andrew Stevens. Connie Stevens. Greg Stevens. Morgan Stevens. All the Stevens. Stella Stevens.
I think I found what Greg was telling me to find.
Is that a Stevens?
No, that's a Stevens son.
This is after he got evicted from the condo.
Parker Stevenson. Catherine Mary Stewart before she had a weekend at Bernie's. Lynn Swan. You think he made a diving catch at the hotel, like at Super Bowl 10?
To tell the truth, nah.
Vic Tayback.
Alice doesn't work here anymore, neither.
When he gets out of his diner cook gear, he cleans up really nicely. Oh my gosh, how the heck did they get her?
A lot of money, I'm guessing.
Elizabeth Taylor.
Pre Larry Fortensky.
What husband do you think she was on at this point?
I'm guessing, wouldn't it have been Warner at this point? Because Larry Fortensky would have been like 91. I'm looking.
Was that the last husband, Larry?
Yeah, Larry was the last one. She actually would have been single at this time because she got divorced from John Warner in 82.
Oh. While you're doing that, let's continue. Lee Taylor Young. Lauren Tweez. She took a break from the Love Boat, too, along with Captain McCloud. Roy Thinnis. Melody Thomas, but no Scott yet in the name. Oh, Lucy Ewing, Charlene Tilton. Now, I am tempted to get this. She has a signed card in one of those Panini Golden Age sets from like 2013 to 14. I'm tempted to get that. It goes for like, I think around $15, $20.
I'm not playing the Amazing Discovery card. I think Aaron knows this. I don't think the other two of you know this. Charlene Tilton was a classmate of Randy Amage's in high school.
I
did not know that.
Did not know that.
Randy never told you that?
No.
Oh, yeah. They were in the same class. I think they graduated like, what would it have been? Like 75 or so? 76? Wow. Yeah, they were in the same class.
Yeah, given the appearance on SNL back in the day with Charlene Tilton when she was on stage when Charles Rocket dropped the F-bomb, yeah, I totally see that now.
Berlinda Tolbert. Mel Torme. I love that here, like recording right in the middle of his act. Granville Van Dusen. This is probably like one of the best for anybody. Granville Van Dusen. Dick Manhattan, where I swear to God, we talked about how it looked like they were taping Mel Torme in the middle of his act. They literally felt it's like Dick Van Patten was filmed like what was he? He was like, oh, I had to put his head off.
It's like somebody yelled his name. Huh? Oh? You need me for something? Hey, speaking of from earlier, not Lydia Cornell, Deborah Van Valkenburg.
Yes.
And it makes perfect sense because Too Close for Comfort was in San Francisco.
Yes.
Maybe Mr. Rush kicked him out of the apartment for whatever reason.
Robert Vaughn. Dee Wallace, but no Stone. Carlene Watkins. Harry Wells. Betty White.
I heard she was going on a girls' trip there. It was her and her friends looking for just men. Oh my gosh. Stupid me. No, you're right. I thought you were going to say stupid me. Yeah, stupid me. No, Stuart Whitman, okay.
Larry Wilcox. What great hair Larry Wilcox has here.
Yeah.
Obviously, post chips. William Wyndham. Paul Winfield. You couldn't give me one lousy round, Bo. Edward Winter. Shelley Winter's giving like this mean look. Okay, guys. I want you to get ready because I swear to God, when you see this next face here and the name, I'm going to say this right now. I know this might be the only time we'll ever talk about him, but I swear to God, when you see the face and the name, instant Hall of Famer, okay? Iggy Wolfington. Mike, can you describe the face here?
No, I want to go to IMDb and see what he's known for. I don't know. He looks like Santa Claus, like off duty.
He looks like claymation Santa Claus is what he looks like.
No, he looks like Fez Whatley's daddy.
Oh my. Okay, Iggy Wolfington. I'm sorry. He was on 2 episodes of Punky Brewster. He was on We Got It Made back in 83. Man, this is like the ultimate nobody. I say that with all due respect. He passed in 2004. But, I mean, he's not on like anything more than like 2 episodes for any given series.
Now, hold on. He's in Herbie Rides Again if you look closely in his IMDb, which means he worked alongside Keenan Wynn.
Okay, I said 2 episodes. Oh, he was on 3 episodes of something called Omnibus back in the 50s. Not that Omnibus.
No.
No, that would be an interesting little time travel there.
Mike, he did play Santa on Punky Brewster, so you're not far off.
Well, it says his character name is Nick.
Nick, yeah, so it's implied, I guess.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Let me see here. I'm taking a look. He's on the season 1 2-part episode. Yes, Punky, there is a Santa Claus. Huh, I wonder who he played, like Aaron said.
Karen wants more.
Sounds like the name of a Bond girl.
Jane.
Right, Karen once more. I love it. Sounds like a Bond girl. Yeah, Karen once more.
Spock's mama, Jane Wyatt. Sharon Wyatt. Cassie Yates. And Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. all in Hotel. So that's intro 1, guys. So
we're only halfway home?
We're only halfway home. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to take a break. We're going to take some ABC commercials from this era. And then we're going to come back to the second half right after this.
Tuesday, get on the right track when Shabu and Keith hop on the Soul Train.
Right on.
There's magic in the air on Just Our Luck. Then see Fonz like you've never seen him before.
Yikes!
On the spectacular season premiere of Happy Days. And little Jack's about to be cornered.
I want you to be the father of my child.
The season premiere of Three's Company. Then she's TV's funniest lady.
I am not a bimbo.
Oh, Madeline premieres.
I laugh at that.
And Jonathan and Jennifer relive their first romantic meeting in London.
It was murder.
On the season premiere of Hot to Hearts.
Enjoy yourself.
Catch that special feeling Tuesday all starting at 8/7 Central and Mountain. Thursday, the Trauma Center's a Fall Guy's last chance.
Hello, kid.
Lee Major's guest stars.
I want you to know that I'm here for you, kid.
Waiting could cure him or kill him.
At least we have a live patient now.
Jack, he's stroking out. You want to leave him paralyzed without speech, without movement?
But he's alive.
Trauma Center.
We gotta get a temporary blood flow to the brain now.
Then, there's new faces.
Too young.
New bodies. New excitement. And your favorites are back.
Too much.
9 to 5 premieres in its new night and time when Mr. Hart tries to go into overtime with Violet.
I only want you to do it for one night.
And anything's open for negotiation.
What did you do to her? She could walk when she left.
This year, 9 to 5 adds up to a whole lot more. Then ex-husband, ex-wife, new husband, live-in mother. They're all neighbors.
Is that hair painted on?
It's Not Easy premiere. Monday, a fatal mistake
Your son was a friend of mine.
sends Rayner on a suicide mission on call to glory. And live on ABC Monday Night Football, the Steelers march down south to battle the Saints and keep their playoff hopes alive. All starts at 8/7 Central tomorrow.
An ABC News Brief brought to you by Sheer Elegance by Legs. Now from Washington, Tom Jarrell.
Good evening. Pope John Paul has called for calm in Chile, where the government has imposed a state of siege. His comments came as Santiago's Archbishop issued a statement criticizing the government's actions. On the eve of talks between Nicaragua and the U.S., Nicaragua's foreign minister accused the U.S. today of whipping up official hysteria. The Secretary General of the United Nations says he would support a UN effort to coordinate assistance for the millions starving in Ethiopia. Now this.
Take the Legs Sheer Elegance Touch Test. This feels coarse. So silky. That's the silky difference of Legs Sheer Elegance.
A new report on computers says video display terminals can increase worker productivity by 500%. However, the researchers also found that VDTs can lead to workplace enslavement by locking workers into dead-end, boring jobs. That's News Brief. More later on the Weekend Report.
Tuesday, Paper Dolls moves to its new time, 10/9 Central, as Blair Harper fights for her life.
I'm not sure she has the strength to pull through.
And Grant Harper takes his revenge.
Parnell was found dead this morning.
Paper Dolls at its new time, 10/9 Central, Tuesday.
We're back. And Chica, you have something to say about Elizabeth Taylor while we were on break.
She was in between husbands, but she was becoming an activist for HIV research.
That was one of her big Charities back in the day.
Okay, here we go. Intro 2. They fancied up the theme song, and now the hotel looks like more glorious than ever. They got more shots of San Francisco. That's shot underneath Golden Gate Bridge. You got the Transamerica Pyramid right here. And the hotel. Arthur Haley's hotel. So, just to be clear, let's remind everybody the cast again, in case you didn't pay attention the first time. James Brolin.
With his beard.
With his beard. Because we see a trolley. Now here's Connie Selica.
With her beard.
By the way, in later seasons, both of them get promoted.
Yep. Nathan Cook. Does he get promoted, Chico, to the hotel?
Yeah, he gets promoted to Shea Farrell's position, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Michael Spound.
He doesn't get promoted.
Oh, that's a shame. Heidi Bohey. Sherry Belafonte Harper. Valerie Landsberg. Susan Walters.
Oh, those two must be temps.
Ty Miller.
Oh, he's definitely a temp.
Holding that bouquet of flowers. Ann Baxter as Mrs. Cabot. And now, guys, we're going to go the guest stars in alphabetical order. David Aykroyd, who we've probably mentioned a couple times, but I need to point out, I don't think we even mentioned this when talking about David Aykroyd, but he was the original Gary Ewing when the character premiered in Dallas in 79, I think. And then he later got replaced with Ted Shackelford. Deborah Adair, Maude Adams, Octopussy. I still miss Sheriff Lobo. Claude Akins, Eddie Albert, Carl Anderson, Melissa Sue Anderson, Melody Anderson, Susan Anton, Mackenzie Aston, who's given like a look like,
I need my mom so we can take our class photo at Ola Mills once again.
Christopher Atkins, Jane Badler, not eating a gerbil, Martin Balsam, Adrian Bourbeau, Priscilla Barnes. Oh my God, that's a stylish outfit that Priscilla Barnes has on. Would you agree, Mike?
Pretty fancy.
It is pretty fancy. Doug Moore. This guy right here looks like he's to give you like the results of like your test, your medical exam. Gene Barry, John Beck, not the quarterback from the Dolphins that we discussed like way back when in episode 92. Ralph Bellamy. There's no Don Amici. They're not hatching a scheme against like Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd. No. Dirk Benedict.
Playing what he always plays, a face man.
Ronnie Blakely, Susan Blakely, Lloyd Bochner. Oh, hold on. Is that Mike? Is that Tom Bosley?
Tom Bosley.
I see the look Tom Bosley's giving us. He's not amused.
Fonzie did something to him.
Well, Jumping the Shark will do that. Barbara Bosson, another person I have a Star Trek autograph Rittenhouse card from. Morgan Brittany. Oh. Helen Bree. Another Star Trek Rittenhouse signed card I have. That's probably like 4 now. But, oh, this dress she has on.
It's a lovely shade of blue.
It is. Delta Burke.
Clearly not designing her own dresses at this point.
Nope.
No, she can afford the dresses because she was filthy rich. Oh my gosh, that's a really deep dive.
Paul Burke. Timothy Busfield in between Revenge of the Nerds and 30-something, I bet, probably. Dean Butler. Karen Carlson. Maxwell Caulfield. Doran Clark. George Clooney. And that's really all I have to say. He knows what he did. You go sit in that corner with Susan Sarandon, George. Okay, you're gonna have to take this, Chico.
And Jeanette Comer.
Yes. Jeff Conaway.
You know how he got to hotel?
The taxi.
God damn it.
Oh. Now
I'm kind of torn.
Now, hold on. Make sure, like with Ted Shackelford and the booze, you don't give William Conrad any cheese because he has a problem with cheese.
At the continental breakfast, do not take the cheese Danish.
Frank Converse.
Who invented Converse shoes?
Here is Bert Tomby again. He's going to reveal the password by accident, everybody.
No, at this point, he'd be doing win, lose, or draw, and he'd be like, the Statue of Liberty.
Again, Lydia Cornell, not a bimbo. Kathy Lee Crosby. Okay, please, again, make sure you hide all your guns from Mary Crosby, okay? I want to make sure J.R. Ewing's not in the hotel, so. Oh, Robert Culp. So, you know what this means? You got a mini Greatest American Hero reunion with Connie Selica.
I was going to say I Spy, but I like yours better.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I went there. John Cipher. Abby Dalton, help.
Who still looks like a Contessa.
That hair and that outfit.
The hair screams 80s.
It does scream 80s, but that outfit, it's like, it's like, yikes. Stuart Damon.
Yeah, you got some time off from the hospital.
Lorraine Day. Chico, we mentioned that in episode 105 when we did the Mr. Ed when he played for the LA Dodgers episode. She was married to Leo DeRocher.
Yep, that is correct.
Now, hold on. I should mention, I recently got, of all things, a Leo DeRocher jersey card from Panini Diamond Kings 2017. Believe it or not, yes, there are game used cards of Leo DeRocher out there. And I got one of them.
How would they preserve such things?
It's cloth. You don't need to preserve such things.
Yeah, it's cloth. You probably just store it in a closet for like 60 years. Kim Delaney. Oh, Johnny Depp. So I'm going to guess this was after A Nightmare on Elm Street, but before 21 Jump Street. Because 21 Jump Street would have been spring of 87.
I'm looking. I need to get rid of my Iggy Wolfington search first.
No, you don't.
Well, I'm not opening another tab, so yeah, I do. Okay, so when was he on Hotel? Oh my gosh. He was on Hotel in 87. Okay, that helps a little bit. Season 4, episode 15, February of 87. So a little bit before Fox started programming weeknights and weekends.
Yeah. Because remember, when they started, they were Fox Weekend Television. Julie Donald.
This is after Muppets Take Manhattan, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Oh, Sarah Douglas from Superman 2, Chico. And now, Patrick Duffy, who's giving this look here like, I think I broke something. Should I tell somebody? No.
He's looking at video of him in the shower on Dallas like, nah, shouldn't have done that.
This is the most confusing thing I think I've ever done.
Now, time out, guys, because I did some research on when this episode of Patrick Duffy was. It was the first episode of season 3 in 85-86, which was the season after Bobby, quote unquote, died on Dallas. So this is like literally in the start of the dream season on Dallas. I think that's probably why Patrick Duffy's making that look while he's like, you know what? I probably should go back to Dallas. Yeah.
No, he's making that look. He's looking to the future. And he's like, I'm going to end up hosting a bingo game show.
He's like, I'm going to be married to Suzanne Summers in the future. Oh, Mike, you take this.
Well, it's Nancy Dussault. So yet another person from Too Close for Comfort.
Yep.
And this, I'm pretty sure, would be after Too Close for Comfort ended. If
Yes.
we're talking the later years, I don't know when the new intro started. I'm guessing 86.
Yeah.
So this would have been right about the end of Too Close for Comfort.
Samantha Egger, Stephen Elliott, Chad Everett, Greg Evigan without the bear.
Or the other dad without Paul Reiser.
Or his beard.
I was just about to say, it's like he looks so out of character, looking like a college professor. I don't know.
Where's Stacey Keenan when you need her?
Nanette Fabre, Lola Falana, Stephanie Percy again, Alan Feinstein, Mel Ferrer again, Joan Fontaine. Oh, Robert Forrester, legend. And he was Sheriff Frank Truman in the Twin Peaks season on Showtime. So that's another Twin Peaks thing we can cross off right there. Oh. You take it, Chico.
Tony Franciosa.
And he's holding his hand to his face. I pause here, 1812 in the video, like, no, don't take my picture.
He's a fighter. He wants to stay lost.
Oh, it's Jeannie Francis again. Charles Frank. Mary Fran. Boyd Gaines. And now, Punker. Punker. Please, whatever you do, please avoid all the refrigerators here in the hotel.
Don't put Sherry in the hotel refrigerator.
No.
And if you go in the hotel refrigerator, don't take any of those Snickers. They're $4 a piece.
Punker. Oh, here's Anthony Gary again.
There's the beard. There it is.
Susan George. Oh, Grant Goodeve. Do you want to make a joke here, Mike?
I got nothing.
Yeah.
Well, we made plenty of jokes about him and his TV family elsewhere in this episode, but you know what? 8 is enough.
I was waiting for it. Stuart Granger and Aaron Gray.
She packed her own silverware. She carried a silver spoon with her.
Oh, damn.
Oh, my.
Oh, my. I'm having convulsions just looking at Aaron Gray right here in this image I bought. Harry Gordino. Robert Guillaume.
Now he looks out of character with that scruff on.
Moses Gunn. Molly Hagan. Albert Haig. Pat Harrington.
Apparently, after One Day at a Time got canceled, hotel needed a new custodian.
Jenny Lee Harrison. This was obviously, I think, after Three's Company and during Dallas, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely after Three's Company, yeah.
All right. Richard Hatch again. David Hedison again. Tippi Hedren. Make sure there's no birds around. Earl Holliman. Robert Hooks again, of course. Ken Howard again. Leanne Hunley. Oh, I'm going to butcher that, Chico.
Vincent Irizarry.
Okay. Bianca Jagger. Shirley Jones. Karen Kay. Lainey Kazan. Ken Kercheval. Wendy Kilborn. Jack Kirshen.
Mimi Kuzik.
Yes. Oh, it's a real whiz kid, Chico.
The head of the Whiz Kids, Matthew Labordo.
Yup. Margaret Ladd.
Also from Falcon Crest.
Audrey Landers.
Oh, let there be Judy Landers. Oh, darn.
Well, you only got one of the Landers sisters, Mike.
Hey, we got Mrs. Muir, though. Hope Lang.
Yeah. Heather Langenkamp. Make sure Freddy Krueger is nowhere near. He already got Johnny Depp. Let's just protect Heather at all costs.
Now, hold on. I got an issue with her at the hotel. There's got to be some sort of occupancy requirements because I don't know how they're going to get just the 10 of us in the hotel room. I really was. I expected the Freddy Krueger reference, but I had to get just the 10 of us reference in there.
Robert Lansing. Reese Lapham. Oh! Robin Leach!
Of the lifestyles of the rich and famous. Can't you tell I'm doing the show here in this fabulous hotel with this television camera behind me?
Sabrina LaBeouf.
I'm out.
Frederick Lane?
That works.
We'll go with that.
We'll go with that. I'll allow it. Kay Lenz again. Terry Lester. Oh, if you could read my mind, it's Gordon Lightfoot.
Looks like he's out after sundown.
Oh, jeez.
Vivica Lindfors. June Lockhart.
She's a beautiful lassie.
Oh, shut up.
Gary Lockwood. Oh, hold on a second, guys. Hold on. It's Diana from Knots Landing, Cordialano. Now, guys, I have two amazing discoveries about Cordialano right here, okay? Give it to me. Okay, the first amazing discovery. You know who she's married to? And we talked about this man before on the podcast. She is married to Jonathan Schock, the maitre d' from Ferris Bueller.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yes, but the second amazing discovery, and I wish I knew this when I started Knots Landing, was she was an executive producer on Work It. Hey, it could have been worse. I could have made a joke about Chip's death again.
Hey, do you know who Claudia Lotto's younger half brother is? Well, one of Claudia Lotto's younger half brothers.
Oh, I know, but you can say it, Chico.
Michael freaking Rappaport.
Yes! We got three amazing discoveries. Lawrence Luckenbill, Cybok from Star Trek V, and the husband of Lucille Ornez. Oh, Stephen Macht. He played the brother of Michelle Lee's character of Karen Farragut in seasons 3 and 4 of Knots Landing. So, how many Knots Landing things is that? That's not like 6 or 7. Is it 8 or 9?
I lost count after 10.
Well, we lost count after 10 here. Robert Mandan.
You know what he stole from this hotel?
What?
Wait. Hopefully he wholly has a room for himself and his companion.
Because three's a crowd.
Thank you.
Oh, gosh.
Monty Markham, Jarrett Martin, Tom Mason, Kevin McCarthy.
In character.
Oh, it definitely is. Here's Rod McCary again.
Also in character.
Lee McCloskey again. Mary Kate McGeehan. There's Ted McKinley again. Thank God he doesn't have mustache again. Audrey Meadows. Lee Merriweather. Who, of course, we need to mention, was on Barnaby Jones, which was a Quid Morton production. Except the last season, Mike, because what was it?
It was a QM production.
It was a QM production. Dina Merrill, Vera Miles, Sir John Mills, getting classy up in this joint, Juliet Mills, Michael Moriarty, Dun Dun, William R. Moses. Oh, she loves a mystery, guys. Kate Mulgrew.
This would actually make sense because what would San Francisco be in 500 years?
Ah,
the center of Federation business. I don't know. The center of the United Federation of Planets.
Yes. Edward Muller.
This is a great connection with Edward Mulhare and Hope Lang. I said she was Mrs. Muir in The Ghost of Mrs. Muir. He's the ghost of the Ghost of Mrs. Muir.
That is terrific. Like ghost. So we had the ghost, and we had Mrs. Muir on Hotel.
Now all we need to make it even better is if Charles Nelson Riley appears somehow.
Well, we're going to be up to the end soon. But okay, we're going to knock off Knots Landing and Twin Peaks and the next person, because we got Don Murray, of course, played Sid Fairgate, Karen's first husband in the first 2 seasons of Knots Landing, and was Bushnell Mullins, Kyle MacLachlan's boss when he was Dougie Jones in the Twin Peaks return season on Showtime. So yeah, we knocked 2 off at once. Ed Nelson.
Hang S. Nor from the Killing Fields.
Yes. Christopher Norris, again. Wayne Northrup. Ken Olin. Dick O'Neill. Sarah Jessica Parker. I'm not going to make the obvious joke because I'm a man of class, guys.
Then I'll make the joke. She looks like a square peg there.
And just like that, we're moving on.
You thought I was going to make a Sex in the City joke. No.
No, Chico just did. Julie Parrish. Lorna Patterson. Neva Patterson. Lisa Pelican. John Bennett Perry. Donna Pescal again. Roberta Peters.
Okay, this is number 3 on my list of who am I putting in the TV this week.
Tom Hosted has this confused look like, what? I'm supposed to be in the cab. Oh, no.
What do you mean I left my wallet at the Stratford Inn? Oh, no. What? Wait, hold on. That's actually a good thing. He went from being at the Stratford Inn to another hotel. What's that all about? He went from a hotel to a hotel, kind of, sort of. I don't know what I did there.
Cliff Potts. Lawrence Pressman. It's Skippy. Mark Price. Obviously, after he got out of the condo. Mike, do you want to take this name?
I bet his heart was throbbing. Did they ask him a lot of questions when he entered the hotel? Did they give him a quiz kids challenge? What the heck? That doesn't even make any sense.
We're obviously talking about Jonathan Frakes.
Oh my.
Christina Rains. Dak Rambo again. Kenny Ransom. That's the most random, stupidest name generator ass name ever. Kenny Ransom. Lynn Redgrave again. There's Robert Reed again with the mustache. Duncan Rager. Debbie Reynolds. Peter Mark Richmond. Debbie Richter.
Charlie Robinson. Just play it. Just play it.
That's a penis.
And he's giving that smile to us like, yeah, you know you want to play it. You know you want to play the sound.
Just play it. Just play it.
I already played it. But you know what? I'll play it again.
That's a penis.
There you go. Chris Robinson. Oh. You'll never make get James Brolin in this hotel. Why don't you just give up right now?
So now we have all three main characters from that episode of Murder, She Wrote. No Angela Lansbury, though.
No. Eugene Roach. Ginger Rogers. Tristan Rogers. Jamie Rose, who probably doesn't have that big piece at the hotel. Because Mary Crosby probably stole it to shoot somebody. Now we have Marion Ross. Probably trying to find Tom Bosley. John Rubenstein. Barbara Rush. John Saxon. And I do have that signed Donruss Americano swatch card of him. So Tracy Scoggins. Or Scoggins. Peter Scolari.
I think the only person we're missing from Newhart is Bob Newhart himself.
Yeah. Martha Scott. Oh, we got Ted Shackelford again. Madeline Sherwood. Dinah Shore. Charles Siebert. Cynthia Sykes. Mark Singer. Martha Smith. Jan Smithers. It's Tori Spelling again.
Still cute.
You got.
Still cute as a button.
He's like, oh, you guys.
You know how I got this job? My daddy.
James Stacy with this amazing Captain Hookish hand he's got. John Standing. James Stevens. Andrew Stevens. Craig Stevens. Morgan Stevens. All the Stevenses again. Don Stroud. Oh, Inga Swenson.
She looks different than when she was on Benson and Soap.
She doesn't look like she's going to murder Robert Guillaume.
She also doesn't look like a Swede.
Well, she's from Milwaukee, you know.
Wait, she's from Milwaukee?
Yeah, Milwaukee, Sweden.
Oh, wait. My mistake. Well, she's from Omaha, you know.
Yeah, Omaha, Sweden. The joke works either way.
Oh, Josh Taylor, the head of the Hogan family. If I'm not mistaken, Chica, wasn't Josh Taylor also simultaneously on both the Hogan family and Days of Our Lives?
Yep.
Yeah.
Was he on the series when it was called Valerie, Valerie, Valerie? He shook his head, yes. He was on Ms. Valerie, Valerie, Valerie.
Lee Taylor Young. Lauren Tweez again. Leslie Uggams. Karen Valentine. So we're nearing the end here. We're at the V's. It's Granville Van Dusen again.
Still the most epic made-up name ever.
Yeah, that's definitely a name generator.
We have a new champion. Merritt Van Camp.
Yep. Dick Van Patten, who now doesn't look like he's eating anything. He just looks like he's like, I don't know what he's doing here. He looks like he's like an employee of the hotel. He looks like
he got employed.
Good for him.
Maybe Michelle Phillips hired him. I don't know.
You know, he would love to have a job after somebody sucked all the air off of his planet.
He got the job as a bellhop because Vince Van Patten lost all his money at poker.
He wanted a dish breaking spree. He wanted to break 9 dishes, but
stop.
Gwen Vernon, Kate Vernon, Jan Michael Vincent, Robert Walden. Now, okay, D. Walsh with Stone. Oh, Jessica Walter.
Here's $20. Go see a Star Wars.
Celia Ward. Jennifer Warren. Cara Weintraub. Stuart Whitman. Jane Wyatt again. Jeff Yeager. Okay, we're at the Y's. We're at the home stretch. We're coming up right here. Claire Yarlett. Cassie Yates. Adrian Zemed. And now special guest stars in alphabetical order. Michelle Phillips, Efren Zibbles Jr., Hotel. There you go. We did it, everybody.
That was the longest 26-minute video in history.
Well, Greg, are you happy?
Yeah, of course I'm happy.
I'm glad you're happy.
Happy birthday, Greg.
Yeah.
I love you, man.
Well, we got through all the guest stars on Hotel, and all I gotta say is this episode certainly was a thing on TV. You can find us at our website, itwasthathingontv.com, on Facebook at It Was a Thing on TV Podcast, and elsewhere at It Was a Thing on TV. You can find us on any podcast player, and we're also on YouTube, where you can subscribe to our channel to be up to date with our releases, including what's coming up next time. Okay, so what do we got next? Oh, pilot month continues. Oh, God. You know, how about we talk to Morgan Fairchild here in the Hotel, guys, and go on a little escapade with her?
Go on a escapade.
Have a good time. Yeah, this looks a lot like the Avengers, but I don't see Patrick McNee anywhere.
No, he's probably too busy here at the hotel doing some stuff. Well, you'll have to find out what happens as pilot month resumes right here at It Was a Thing on TV. For Mike, for Chico, and for Aaron, once again, Aaron, great job coming in this week.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And we will see you with that episode in pilot month next time. Wow!
Have you got any messages for room 104? The name's Herman. P.W. Herman.
No, nothing right now, Mr. Herman.
I'll be in the bar.
Paging Mr. Herman. Mr. Herman, you have a telephone call at the front desk.
Yes. Uh-huh. Yes, I understand. That was the president again. I've got to steal back the X-1 before the Soviets find the secret compartment containing the microfilm. The future of the free world is riding on this one.
I'm going with you.
No, Daddy, it's too dangerous.
I invented the X1, PW. I'm going with you.
All right, let's go.
You are such a pushover.
I know you are. But what am I?